We need to start understanding how big this opportunity is, because for everybody in this room, you will sit back in 20, 30 years and regret if you didn't execute in this era. And by the way, I don't want to hear that this is for 20 and 30-year-olds. 40, 50, 60, 70. It's an equal playing field if you're willing to be a practitioner and understand the ecosystem that I've been speaking about tonight. There's never been a better time. Look, it's very obvious. These kind of characters, there was no respect for 20-year-olds in the business world 20 years ago when I came out, but now because of technology, there's a lot of organizations that absolutely respect 20 and 30-year-olds. Also, what is happening is I'm spending so much time with 40 to 60-year-old executives who are dwelling and are upset and tell me dumb shit like, but Gary, I didn't grow up with this shit. Neither did I. I was 20 before I even was on a computer. I didn't grow up with this shit. I figured it out. And so I sit there and see completely capable operators. I mean, I'm blown away by this. You were benefited because in your 20s to 60, for 40 years, you grinded and out-executed somebody and you were able to make lots of money. But now that you're tired and you're finished and you're older and don't want to put in the work, you don't want the next young buck to come along and eat your lunch. That's not how capitalism works. And so we have all these trends, and we have the great fortune of living in an era where things have been really good for a very long time. And so I walk around the world, and I told my wife, Lizzie, I'm like, Lizzie, listen to me. I don't care, clearly, because I was such a shit student, what the kids do at school, but please, they can't be in programs where we give away 7th place trophies. I have no idea who wins the election tonight, but we need to fucking ban 7th place trophies in America. And so we have all these macro situations going on, and not to mention, and so we're living in a very intriguing time, and I think that the passion and the angst and the energy that I bring tonight are predicated on a couple of tried and true things. Number one, if you're not making long-term decisions, you will be vulnerable. The market's changing very quickly, and anybody who's looking for short-term stuff gets short-term stuff and then gets hurt in the long term. Things like Airbnb. Guys, Airbnb shouldn't have been invented by Brian and Joe. Airbnb should have been invented by Marriott, but Marriott is looking short-term and isn't creating business models to put themselves out of business. Uber should have not been created by Garrett and They should have not been created by Garrett and Travis. They should have been created by the guy or girl that owned the most medallions in New York City, or by Greyhound. If you sit here tonight and you're doing well, you're in danger, because there's somebody young and hungry that has the internet, which is a platform that creates a zero cost to get into the game, that's coming after your shit. So if you don't do what I do, which is wake up every single morning, and try to put yourself out of business, somebody else is gonna do it for you. It is much more fun, my friends, to put yourself out of business than have somebody else do it for you. And so please, if you're cushy, you've gotta understand the only thing that's interesting to me, and the only thing I have, I always say, that's data. We're living through a totally different time. 10 years ago, the weirdest thing in the world was your friend dated people online. Now every single person swipes to the left and right 24/7. And so the trends in our society have changed. And either you're gonna sit here and binary, this is a black and white conversation, either you're gonna leave here and understand how fucking awesome it is, and you're gonna take full advantage of it and be a winner, or you're gonna sit and dwell on all the negatives of it and be a losing player. It's just the truth, but this is on you. Nobody else is in control. It is time that this collective room and our space understands this is the greatest golden era of not only business, but life. and you really, and I mean really, need to fucking grab it.